That which is not loved goes away. I am Hatonn, and I greet you, my brothers and sisters, in the love and the light of the infinite Creator. My friends, it is with great pleasure that we receive your request that our vibration be joined with your own. For, as always, it is our desire to be of service in whatever manner possible. Tonight, we would share with you some thoughts concerning your desires for your brothers and sisters, for those who seek to follow the path of service to others by nature, attempt to envision that which would benefit their other selves. My friends, regard for a moment the possibilities open to those whose lives involve selection. For example, if one desires an object, it is possible that the possession of that object might be beneficial to the individual. It is also possible that the inability to possess that same object might also be of benefit to that individual, in that they may learn the lack of value in possessing that which is finite, and thus of a very temporal nature. When one regards this situation, one might be reluctant to select a wish, if you will, for this other self, for it is not readily apparent which would benefit the individual more. Obviously, my brothers and sisters, this is a very simplistic rendition of the situations you encounter daily as your desires for your brothers and sisters are expressed. How then may one possessing the ability to create, to alter the universe within which one exists, best serve in this manner? My friends, might we suggest that rather than expending your energies, confounding yourselves in attempting to decipher the lessons of another, rather, we would suggest the expression that the will of the Creator be manifested through the perception by the other self of that selection, most effective in continuation of their progress upon their chosen path. My friends, it is often difficult for those upon your path to desire that opportunities for service to self be manifested for one's other selves who have selected that path. Yet, my friends, are not both paths to finally achieve the same objective? Therefore, our suggestion would be that one avoid the temptation to define for another self that which one regards as best for that other self, and instead exert one's energies in the direction of desiring for any other self that which would best assist that other self in the progression along their chosen path. What you really possess are not the things around you, but the things to which you give your attention. If every morning you see a beautiful tree in your neighbor's yard and it brightens your breakfast, in a real sense, you own it. If the tree in your yard gives you no attention and you pay no attention to it, it really isn't yours. The same is true for friendship. You may meet a person that you only see a few times, and yet the feeling between you is so intense, in depth, and the attention which you give to each other is so bright that if that person should leave the earth, even though you had seen him or her only a few times, you would feel a real loss. It is important to give attention to things rather than go blindly through life. Somehow, a man's first house, which he lovingly put together and saved his money to buy the furniture, remains with him forever, and if he becomes a rich man and has many houses and could not describe the rooms in the houses of what is on the table or what is on the shelf, they don't really belong to him. If you really want to acquire possessions, notice things. You had a poet who talked about daffodils, and when the season was gone, he still possessed them. Do not go blindly through life not noticing things. The only things you really own are the things to which you give your attention, either lovingly or with hate. If you dislike something intensely, you own it. If you love it intensely, you own it. But if you can't remember it, even though in your world you possess it, it does not belong to you. Do not go blindly through life. Be aware of people. Be aware of things. Live intensely. I am Hatonn. I leave this instrument